He's really going for this. I'm impressed. Smell?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
It's like Jamie sniffing glue.
Made from seaweed-based material that contain water. And I was watching these guys do it. It's like a tiny little packet. It looks like a plastic packet. And they just pop it in their mouths. And it's like got water in.
Without further ado.
Yeah, you ready, mate?
Cheers.
I'm excited. I hope it pops.
So, 3, 2, 1. We are back.
We are back with a banger.
Woohoo! Welcome to episode 33.
33 trees.
We're into it. We have got lots planned for you today. Lots of good juicy segments, a few purchases here and there. But to tell you what we're talking about today, what we've got to talk about, J-Mo.
All about sustainability.
Exactly. A bit of morality, a bit of ethical
It's a
stuff.
buzzword. It's a buzzword, isn't it?
It is. It certainly is. And there's plenty to get into. But before we do,
We need to unpack it.
should we get into this tradition?
We shall.
See how we're doing today?
We have got 100k up for grabs.
Ooh, we do.
With a cheeky
Got
little
a gold
bonus
one.
game.
Look
Yeah,
at
gold.
this.
I like the gold.
Fancy.
Yeah, I wonder why it is gold.
Ooh, let's have a
So,
look.
my friend,
Should we go first, do you?
I'll go first.
Okay, it's all yours.
We got £10, 5,000,
Okay.
£10,
Okay.
1,000, 1,000, 40,
Okay.
100, 40, and 100. So we got nothing.
Bollocks.
And we scratched out the ring. We did not find the Donny.
You didn't?
No.
We'll see. Well, I'm not going to build up. Keep hitting me
Right, I
recently.
need to practice my throne.
I'm not going to build up anticipation. I was on the runs for a £1, but then it just
Not
started
even a £1?
Started firing out 5,000s, 1,000s, and 100s at me. And I got a weird snap 40 thing, but it's not a winner. So
Jeez. You'd think, like, if you find a £1 or £2, you're on for some
I
money.
genuinely did. First two lines had it getting me excited.
Like happy days.
And then unfortunately
Gatting.
was disappointed. So not too great.
Gassing.
Well, before we get into the segment, I do have something to announce.
We do indeed, don't
This
we?
is quite special. I have got the absolute pleasure to announce Suits and Sliders' first ever paid partnership. Promoting this episode,
BetterHelp. So we talk about business and breaking out of the 9 to 5, but looking after your mental health is just as important as the hustle.
Exactly. And that's why we've chosen to go with BetterHelp. They not only align with our message, but they believe in our mission. They understand that starting a business can be extremely stressful.
BetterHelp's an online therapy service that makes it easy to connect with a credentialed therapist from your phone or your laptop.
No waiting rooms, no awkward appointments. You can do it when and wherever it suits you.
It's professional, affordable, convenient and effective, which makes it accessible for anyone.
We've even used it ourselves, and we can genuinely say it's worth it.
And with thousands of positive reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, you'll be in safe hands.
BetterHelp have teamed up with us using the code Suits and Sliders to give you 10% off your first month. You can do that by clicking the link in our bio or in the description below.
That's why this partnership means a lot to us. Not only will you be supporting yourself,
But you'll be supporting the grind. And we are in to Perfect Purchase. Been a while since I've had this on.
it has.
But we've got a fun one today.
We do.
Obviously.
We have
Go for it. Introduce it.
£10 each to spend on the best eco addition to the podcast.
Certainly.
I'm very intrigued to see what you
I'm
have,
very
sir.
sure. John, I'm going to let you go first.
Are you sure?
There's a reason behind that, but I'll let you go first.
You sure?
Yes.
There's a reason behind why I let you
do you
go
want me-
first. No,
I'm happy to go first.
I'll go first.
Okay, so yours.
My friend.
What?
We pop responsibly.
What?
We are either going to use this to celebrate our new partnership, or hitting 250 subs, or we could save this for a bigger occasion.
I mean, the promotion's a big one, so maybe it's celebrate now. But anyway, I'll let you
Maybe. But Instead of trashing the planet with plastic confetti and glitter bombs,
Oh, God.
we're going green with a bang, my friend. These are eco-friendly, fully recyclable cannon poppers made from biodegradable paper and cardboard. No plastic bits, no gilt, and the confetti literally melts away.
The confetti melts away?
No, it doesn't. I just wrote that in for effect.
No.
But that is what I've got. So we have got 2 giant, they're not
my
really
days.
giant, confetti cannons. Biodegradable paper, as I mentioned. So we can either pop these now or hold on to them. Would you like to have a look?
Yeah, I would like to have a look.
Why are you going on my days?
Just because...
You got the same thing.
No, not because of that. Because we, as the audience very much knows, I live here. Like, so I'm gonna have this stuff everywhere.
Well, do you want to pop them?
But it is biodegradable.
Do we want to celebrate, or do we want to hold it?
We definitely do need to celebrate. Whether we do it now, we do it at the end of the app. Oh, one bit's fallen out.
You've broken
at the end of the app. What do you think? Do we do it at the end of the app, or do you want to do it at the end of this segment, or do you want to do it now?
We can do it at the end.
Do it at the end of the app.
Do it at the end?
Let's do it at the end of the app.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll do it as
That's
part of
what
the
I'm
outro.
saying, end of the app.
You have to stay to the end to see us pop these.
But what we celebrating? Either both the 250 and the new ad.
It was one for each.
Yeah.
One for each.
There we go. So
Right,
that is what
I'm
I've
quite
got,
impressed.
my friend.
Anyway,
Do you like it?
Perfect purchase. Let's talk a little bit about it as a perfect purchase. I love the fact that it's biodegradable. I mean, it's actually a really cool thing to do.
Proper
I
cool,
must
man.
admit. Funnily enough, it reminds me, a new podcast came on the scene yesterday.
Yeah.
Finley Bellingham and Ellis
Oh,
Genge.
yes.
You see, they just dropped their own podcast show. And Finley Bellingham, funnily enough, opened with a bang, and he came out with a couple of these. Guarantee it wasn't the sustainable ones.
Oh, stop shaking it, mate. Put it down.
I'll put it down. It
down.
wasn't the sustainable ones. So we are the sustainable podcast so far. I
That's
still
what we
respect
do.
them. Their pilot episode.
So that
Best of luck, guys.
Cost me £8.47.
I respect it. It's
Not too
bad,
shabby,
not
mate.
bad.
But we'll see how good it pops.
Had some spare cash moolah. Right, well, I'll go for mine. Are you ready?
Go on, then.
Here we go. Right, close your eyes a second.
Close my eyes.
Right, open your eyes. It's winter. Oh, sorry. It's not that
It's not really winter.
It's getting into winter.
You're just getting there.
The studio's going to get cold. Your toes are going to start crying.
I don't know, mate. This studio's baking.
Do you want to shut up for a second?
Sure, go on.
And the heating bill is going to get scarier than a true crime episode.
Dun, dun, dun.
So here's the eco-friendly fix. Fluffy socks.
Just fluffy socks.
Just hear me out. That's right. The soft, planet-saving, slider-fitting heroes that your feet deserve. They're renewable. Your nan can always knit up the holes that you get in them. They're zero emission unless you're going to go sliding over the floors during a victory lap day. And they save energy because who needs central heating when you've got clouds on your feet? This winter, skip the thermostat drama, wrap those toes, save the planet, and record your best work ever on the pod. The fluffy, sustainable, one step at a time socks. Ish.
You had a howler, mate.
This is thinking
what's
outside the box.
eco about that?
That we don't have to turn up the heating bill. Heating bill.
No, but what's it made out of?
What's that made out of? There's plastic in that. There's all sorts of things in that.
No, it's fully biodegradable, mate.
Well, this isn't.
Okay, that isn't.
So what are you talking about?
That's not the point. You know what? That could be.
I mean, this is wool. This comes off a sheep.
It doesn't matter.
I'm sure it
Yeah,
does.
just-
I don't think it's cotton. Let's have a look.
What one's mine?
Wash similar colours together. Wool, viscose, nylon, and acrylic. Maybe a little bit of
What
plastic
one's
in there.
mine?
Obviously the pink ones, bro. Has to go with the sliders.
Why is yours not white?
Because I
Can
couldn't
I
find
open
any
them?
white ones. Yeah. £8, eh?
Hey,
Was it £8? I think it was £8. I think it says it on there.
£7.50
£7.50.
or £6. I think.
£6. Yeah,
It's
£6.
got two prices. Oh no, it's euros.
£6. Look at that.
I can
saving
tell where you
£4.
got this from then.
Zip it.
You monkey. There we go.
Look at
Socks. So we don't have to pay a
Yeah.
heating bill.
So we're saving the heating bill and we're saving on celebrations.
There we go.
Anyway, we're going to get these on and we'll continue the app. Let us know in the comment section who you think got the better purchase this week on Perfect Purchase.
No, I think it's very
And then
evident.
stay to the end to see the special celebration.
Yeah. Well, let's see how this pops before we
Let's.
judge,
Okay,
actually.
cool.
Because it might just be terrible.
Oh.
Right. Mid tootsies feel quite warm.
As you can see, how beautiful are these, eh? Especially yours, matching the sliders. That's
I
pretty
know.
cool. That's
If
pretty
you got a white pair, that'd be fucking
Yeah.
class.
One
But I
day.
like the green. Green's alright. Green's
Yeah, I got
alright.
little bits of white.
Anyway, I've got a
Anyway.
question, right?
Do you?
Because we're talking about sustainability.
Go for it.
We've seen our products,
Mhm.
but what is the weirdest thing you've actually ever seen out there?
I did have a little
In
look
terms
into
of
this before this
eco-friendly
episode,
products,
because there are
yeah.
some wild ones out
There are some
really mad ones.
mad
And
inventions.
this one is in the Netherlands, right? Over in Amsterdam.
Right.
Absolutely mental, right? Picture this.
They've got
So-
quite a few quirky things.
They've got some
going on
real
there.
quirky things, but this one I think is the weirdest one I've ever heard of.
Right.
Right? Genuinely, it's called gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe. It is what it says on the tin.
Right, yeah.
There's a line of shoes, right? But the soles of the shoes are made from recycled bits of chewing gum that's
No
been scraped
way.
off the streets. Swear to God,
Whoa.
absolutely mental. I can't
That's-
imagine. Not only the person who has to go and scrape up the chewing gum,
Yeah.
but then the whole process from taking it from there to being the sole of
That's
the shoe.
sick. That's so cool.
I mean, it's helly imaginative. Like,
Helly.
I was gonna,
What
hella,
the helly?
I was gonna say hella imaginative. Okay, right, no, hella imaginative.
Yeah.
But like, I can't fathom it. I don't know where somebody
That's
came up with that
sick, man.
concept.
I rate that.
Have you got one?
Yeah, I've got one.
Go
I've
on,
got
what's
one.
yours? What's yours?
Mine is oh.
Oh.
I don't know how to say it. It's OOHO, right?
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah,
Where is that? Woohoo.
maybe. Dominoes. Anyway, it's Who's Edibles Water Bottles.
Okay.
Edible water
Edible
bottle.
water bottles.
They are small, edible little like spheres, right? Made from seaweed-based material that contain water. And I was watching these guys do it. It's like a tiny little packet. It looks like a plastic packet. And they just pop it in their mouths. And it's like got water in. It's like an edible water
weird.
bottle. And you carry like a load of them around if you're a bit thirsty.
That's so cool.
Pretty
Is it
weird.
like really thin material?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
that
Like
size?
it's like seaweed, wrapped in seaweed, and you can eat it after.
Interesting.
So you like pop the capsule, and like the water goes in, and then you just chew on like the seaweed for a bit.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I mean, it's kind of like, have you seen those restaurants where they have seaweed and they like put the seaweed in front of someone's mouth and then they put like the filling and they like push it into someone's mouth?
I've not seen
Mate,
that.
it's weird. It's
What,
like some
in
Japanese
UK?
tradition. No, it's,
Or
like,
like,
it's
okay, in Japan.
And like it's like one of these like restaurants. and
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
But they put the seaweed square in front of their
nuts,
mouth
man.
and then they push the food in and it like hits
It's like
the
making a
seaweed, and then they just
sushi
start-
roll
as
in
it
their
goes into
mouth.
the mouth. It's weird.
That's-
I don't know
I don't know if I like that.
It's strange.
Yeah,
I
fair
don't want
enough.
someone putting their fingers anywhere near my mouth.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So anyway, some weird stuff out there.
Strange.
But what is sustainability in general? Like for all these people that are hitting these weird stories and ideas and companies.
Well, I mean, it is a very much a buzzword, as we mentioned earlier. Like
Exactly.
everyone talks about sustainability, but what does it really mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me turning off the lights and turning off your heater, whatever it is. It's about, from a business perspective, making it profitable yet bulletproof for the future.
Yeah, exactly. It's like making.
What's your opinion on
Well,
that?
it's making sure you meet the present needs of the company and of what governance and social requirements are of you, and also having that work for future generations, making it, as
Massively,
you just said, sort of liable, so that further down the line you've put in the working blocks now that
Yeah.
means in future
Yeah.
you'll be a beneficial company in the eyes of everything from like social governance, political governance, environmental governance, all of
Yeah,
these sorts of
yeah.
different disciplines. You got to make sure that you're ticking off the boxes effectively. That's what sustainability is all about.
No,
It's a long game.
So true, exactly. But you've got to also bear in mind, you're not taking a sacrifice. It's not a hit. That's what people see it as.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually supposed to be a beneficial thing for your company in the long term,
It's
as you
investment.
mentioned.
Yeah.
It's an investment. But also you can find little tips and tricks that you can instantly do to make yourself more sustainable as a company, but also more profitable,
Exactly.
which
Got
is
a
what you really need to focus on.
100%. Little statistician for you.
Go on.
Statisticians Ollie's back. About 30% of UK businesses currently lack any formal sustainability strategy or plan at all. 30% of UK businesses. And
I'm not
obviously,
surprised,
that's probably
mate.
mainly made up of SMEs and stuff
I'm
like
really
that.
not surprised because you hear all these. Look, back in 2020, it was 2030, we're going to be net zero, We're going to have no diesel cars, no petrol cars, we're going to
Yeah.
be fully electric. It's 2025. We're nowhere near that
really
mark.
aren't, no.
They've been pushing that back and back and back. And I think people just got a bit too cocky. They had put their egos in front. Were like, yeah, technology will catch up. We'll be fine. And they've stuffed it. And I
Yeah.
think that 30% is probably going to be a bigger margin in
Yeah,
the future.
but you got to understand that it's not it's not just sustainability. It doesn't necessarily only encompass environmental factors.
Yeah.
Because it encompasses so many sustainability. If I was to say I was running a marathon, my sustainability would be the endurance I have for the full marathon. Sustainability is a blanket statement for your long-term success and your long-term endurance as a company. So for people to not have sustainability plans,
that's crazy
also shows they're not very forward-thinking. It's not about saying, oh, I'm woke, I don't believe in sort of carbon emissions, so I'm not going to have a sustainability plan. It doesn't matter who you are. If you want your company to last, you need to have a sustainability plan in place.
That's so true.
So
there's actually, following on from that, they actually have 3 pillars related to sustainability.
Yeah.
They actually often call this the triple bottom line.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So you've got the environmental, which is obviously what we mentioned, reducing waste, emission, energy use, etc. You also have the social side of things.
Yeah.
This is treating employees well, it's the suppliers, it's the communities, making it sure
customers
it's all ethical. Yeah, customers as well. Then you've got the economical side of things, it's ensuring that the business is profitable, as we mentioned, and you can reinvest for the long term. So yeah, you're so right. It's not, everyone thinks sustainability is all about that environmental, eco-friendly practice.
They do.
But there's a lot more other factors to that.
There seriously is. I've got another bit for you. The UK is implementing a strategy at the moment called the UK SRS. It basically means that large and regulated companies will all have to start disclosing climate-related information in their books in the same way that you disclose your tax information. So if you're doing anything sustainable, especially as a brand, and you've decided to make those forward movements, start documenting that. Not necessarily through your social media, even though that will empower you as a brand in general, because people are believing in sustainable brands, but also for the benefit of the governance that's coming in.
So true. I've got another stat for you as well, my friend.
Go for it.
So 70% of the UK customers now prefer to buy from ethical or transparent brands, which exactly follows on from what you're saying.
So true.
The consumers have changed. They don't no longer care about their product. They actually want to understand where it comes from, who makes them.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than just the end result that they get. And a lot more people are willing to chuck an extra 2, 3, 5 quid, whatever it may be, to some product that is doing that.
Yeah,
so you got to keep that in mind as well for your small businesses.
I do have a story on a business that's actually turned into quite a big business, but from back in the days when they made ethics the forefront of what they were doing, and they pretty much spearheaded this movement in a certain industry, and it's Body Shop.
Body Shop.
A lot of people heard about Body Shop. They're a typical like Christmas brand, like you'll see.
Are they American brand? Aren't they?
They are originally American,
and they do like the lovely like the shower gels that smell like insane.
Exactly, yeah.
I remember seeing it in Next. They did something with Next.
Did they?
Yeah, they like partnered with Next, so they had like their storefront in Next. And I remember walking down, I was like, some lady was like, "Try this, smell this." I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, exactly. Well, their UK department, it was started by a lady named Anita Roddick, right? Back in 1976, opened a tiny shop in Brighton, right? And it was all about natural skincare products and things, which was development of what was going on in the States at the time. So her idea at the time was quite radical, because this is 1976. No animal testing.
That is very
right. Refillable bottles, fair trade ingredients, just every single sustainability eco factor was ticked, without a doubt, and saying that it was good for people, good for the planet, and customers really valued it because it authentically showed the production side of their company, because they weren't scared to admit that there was no animal testing like a lot of institutions were doing, so on and so forth, ethical practices. Through the 80s and 90s, it absolutely blew up. Went worldwide, powered campaigns like Forever Against Animal Testing, Community for Fair Trade, and by the early 2000s, it became a 1 billion global brand. Whoa. And that's pounds as well. £1 billion global brand.
I didn't realise it was big back then.
It was huge. And this also was obviously very good for business. Later, though, they have sold to L'Oreal since.
Okay,
and it's not necessarily like poorly like changed its ethical practices and things. However, it's just not pushed anymore, and it's not
because it falls
under the
underneath
same bracket.
L'Oreal's ethical standards.
So the digital era has kind of had a bit of a death to Body Shop in the sense of the fact that it doesn't promote as much anymore and stuff. So it's no longer one of these sort of big formidable brands, but Body Shop did obviously throughout the 90s and so on and so forth show that sustainability, social purpose, proving concept were all things that can build an absolute empire. So
I fully
quite
agree.
A big institution that sat there with its sustainable laurels and absolutely
it kind of shows that standing for a belief or something is more powerful than any kind of marketing tool or platform out there. When you build that little cult and that grows and grows and grows, like that's
our
insane.
little cult here. Love you.
Come on.
Yes, and S lot.
We're growing. We're growing.
Slowly but surely.
Love that. Well, shall we get into our next segment for these lovely people?
Let's get into workplace stories.
Let's do it.
And we are into workplace stories.
We are.
We're back. And what are we talking about on the workplace stories today, Jay?
We have got the biggest eco failures or lies
Of all time.
I'll kick us off.
It's all yours.
We've got Volkswagen. Clean diesel scandal. Right?
Do you know, I think I heard about this back in the day.
Yeah. So picture this.
Yeah.
It's 2015. Volkswagen is out here selling clean diesel cars. Eco-friendly, efficient, saving the planet one beetle at a time. They ran ads claiming that their engines were practically hugging trees.
Oh, really?
Right? When in reality, their cars were fitted with secret software designed to cheat emission testing.
I see.
Nuts. Basically, when the car detected it was being tested, it produced up to 40 times less nitrogen oxide than it did on the road.
No way.
So once, back in the real world, those clean cars were dirtier than a London Underground seat at rush hour, apparently.
That is mental.
The fallout from this, VW faced over 30 billion in fines and recalls from their cars.
Oh my
Their CEO resigned, and the clean diesel became a running joke for the sustainability circles around the cars.
That's mental. That is like a proper scandal.
They went out there to fake being green.
I wonder how long they were getting away with it before people realised. Because I'm sure when people were doing the test, they were like, they couldn't comprehend, because 40 times is too obvious. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do what the fake gurus do, make it slightly believable, and then obviously have a load of crap filled in that. 40 times is
so clever
so
though, but how it realised it was being tested.
Yeah.
I don't get that. If the car detected it was being tested and produced this figure.
Maybe it's if it's on rollers, it knows that it's not.
I have no
don't know,
clue.
maybe something like that.
Beyond me. Car mechanics out there, let us know.
Yeah, get in the comment section.
But that is actually insane, by the way. That is crazy. 2015 is not that long ago either.
That is not long ago.
10 years. Yeah, it doesn't. But it doesn't feel
that
long
was when the
ago.
conversations of creating net zero was already happening.
So that would have been one of maybe the first.
They probably tried to get ahead of the game and did that to maybe stunt the growth. Wow. Interesting. Right. Well, I've got a big one. This one actually came out last year with the Paris 2024 Olympics. Right. Massive event. I went there myself. Absolutely incredible. Right.
Okay.
Now this was quite big. Paris spent 1.2 to 1.6 billion euros on cleaning up the Seine River. Now you may have heard about this. So basically it could host all the open water swimming, parts of the triathlon, so on and so forth. Despite the testing days prior, bacteria levels including coli and Enter coli or some other stuff repeatedly exceeded the safe thresholds that they were needed before the event, despite over €1 billion of money invested. Several athletes in the days leading up to it, because of their testing, became sick. They had gastrointestinal infections, vomiting, diarrhea, so on and so forth.
Crazy.
The Belgian triathlon team had to withdraw from the mixed relay after their leader Claire Mitchell fell ill. Organisers delayed and cancelled certain training swims, meaning that nobody was prepared for some of the training events, insisted that the water tests were okay on the day, and claimed no confirmed link between the illnesses and the water quality. The situation raised questions about greenwashing and mega events, massive investment, and promises of the environmental agency went
Imagine dedicating pretty much 4 years of your life to get into that Olympic team, the Belgian one.
Well,
and then
sometimes
being
an entire life, but yeah.
pulled out because of their fuck up.
Also, the fact that you've got such a strict training regimen. Imagine it's a Michael Phelps sort of person who spends, there's a story about Michael Phelps. For 7 years, Michael Phelps trained every single day.
Yeah.
7 years. Can you imagine that level of dedication? And then he gets to the Parisian games, and he gets there, and when he's there, they go, "Oh no, you can't train because the water's not good enough today. It'll be good on race day though." That's already one sort of massive punch in the stomach. Then you get there on race day, everybody else is being sick around you. You're probably feeling quite sick yourself if you got in the water. Somebody's entire career.
How do you balls up the Olympics? That's a world stage. People from young are their dreams to be there.
It's well as well. 4 years is such a imagine if you peaked then And
Yeah.
like 4 years later,
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
Like, it's that
There's
intense,
another
obviously, at the
generation
Olympic
coming
level.
through, pretty much.
And it's only because of the fact that the water quality was that poor. So big events as well. The Olympics committee, they
Crazy.
screwed up.
Talking about big events, right?
Go on.
We've got another big event here.
Oh, hit me.
The carbon neutral FIFA World Cup,
Okay.
Qatar 2022.
Wow, recent again.
Yeah. FIFA proudly called 2022 Qatar World Cup the first carbon neutral tournament ever.
Interesting.
Translation?
Not.
We're totally balanced out, flying 100 jets, running air-conditioned stadiums in the desert and building new cities from scratch somehow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, turns out they did not do any of that.
Yeah.
According to independent investigations, the event actually produced 4.67 million tons of CO2, making it the most polluting World Cup in history.
Holy
That's
cow.
roughly the same as the annual emissions of 500,000 people.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
You can imagine like what sort of like
Nuts.
CO2 and stuff's been released with like building the UAE. And like, obviously sporting events are going there year on year at the moment. The FIFA's gone there, but they bought pretty much the UFC. They're buying
Boxing,
so much
yeah.
other things. Wow.
Anyway, so environmental groups from 5 countries filed complaints, and in June 2023, the Swiss Fairness Commission called FIFA out for ruling that their carbon neutral claim was misleading. FIFA couldn't prove they'd offset any of it.
Wow.
So pretty much you cannot greenwash
A big
a
event.
fuck ton of
You
CO2.
certainly can't. Right, my next one. I actually watched a film on this the other day. You know me and my films.
Okay.
And what a film it is, but what a
Hit me.
crazy moment in history. Deepwater Horizon. This is BP's massive issue. $65 billion disaster. April 2010. BP's Deepwater Horizon was a massive rig in the middle of the ocean. It exploded in the Gulf of Mexico.
Jesus.
Not only spilling 4.9 million barrels of oil into the water, it killed 11 people, right? It leaked over the course of 87 days, covered 68,000 square miles.
Yeah, I remember.
That is, I can't comprehend that
I
size.
wonder
That's
how
the
many
size of a
football
country,
pitches is
right?
that, yeah.
The spill killed thousands of wildlife like dolphins, turtles, seabirds,
Nuts.
wrecked fishing communities, and BP paid over $65 billion in fines, in cleanup damages. And even
They still
today,
paying it now? Or
yeah,
do you-
exactly. Even today, traces of the oil still linger on the seafloor.
Wow.
Fines are still being paid, and there's a massive reminder that corporate mistakes can poison an ocean for decades. The film itself shows how they made
So sad.
they cut corners and they were just sort of trying to speed up the process. It was just one hell of a film, but God, it's emotive. Like it really
Crazy.
tells you the disaster that occurred. So yeah, Deepwater Horizon, BP really messed up.
Big time.
Right, hit me.
Right, I've got my last one here.
Go for it.
So I've got Nestle. Plastic. Recycling promise. Nestle proudly announced its big sustainability move. Biodegradable packaging.
Okay.
They marketed it as a solution to plastic pollution. A future where Kit Kat wrappers magically vanished to the earth, right?
Okay.
Except independent tests found that packaging didn't actually degrade, not even under industrial conditions.
Oh.
It basically was a glorified plastic with a halo, essentially.
I see.
So meanwhile, Nestle reminded one of the world's largest plastic polluters. No, sorry, not reminded, remained.
Oh, mate.
Producing over 1.7 million tons of plastic waste annually. That's
insane.
huge. Consumers obviously called out instantly. There was memes, backlash, even protests. It was crazy. The PR equivalent of littering.
The thing
in
is, if
front
you're
of, like,
going to
David
do
Attenborough
it,
or
like,
something like that, it's
do
nuts,
it
man.
right, because I'm sure that, as you just said, there's loads of publicity they probably put into promoting that they were this new
Yeah.
eco-friendly brand. And if anyone's going to call you out, it's going to be the eco
Yeah.
community. They will look at you through a magnifying glass.
No, but like with these things, you can't, like you mentioned, cut corners
No.
because you'll get found out instantly. There are people that test these things.
Yeah.
And also, if you claim to be something, like Red Bull gives you wings, someone's going to find out it doesn't.
Yeah, 100%. There's going to be nitpicky people out there. I've got a last one,
Go on, what's
which
your
is
last
more
one?
a consumer point of view, but this one's called Air Baggins,
Air Baggins.
a Nike tail.
Okay.
You buy Nike because you're sporty,
Yeah.
because you're motivated, because you're style conscious.
Just do
right?
it.
In the sporty industry, just do it.
Just do
However, just don't do this. You buy Nike because you're planning on changing yourself, but you're not doing it because you want to turn a tree into a beautiful forest. What Nike decided to do back in 2005 was release the Considered range, an environmentally friendly set of shoes to basically empower the eco-friendly community.
Okay.
These $110 shoes were made with brown hemp fibers, but were quickly dubbed Air Hobbits by critics. Unsurprisingly, the whole market of people in their attendance thought they were absolutely rubbish. They thought they looked really badly and they didn't sell well at all, so they were all discontinued a year later. Now, it's going to pop up on the screen here. You'll see why. This was their main shoe of the Considered line.
No way.
Swear on my life. Obviously,
there's a Nike tip.
Air Hobbits. There was a range of shoes they put out, but their whole consumer market were like, okay, we get that you're not an eco-friendly brand. Like, don't try and ram it down our throats because it doesn't work with your messaging. No. But obviously, you can make eco movements, but
you can't have a
change
range.
The whole company because of like
you can't have a range of eco-friendly like shoes and then next to it have shoes made from like China.
Exactly.
Like
it doesn't make sense for an airline to release a ferry on a boat. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's what they tried to do. They tried to really change. They tried to do the same sort of thing, but just in a really
and I wonder
customers wouldn't
where
approved.
That's made as well and all of that stuff. As well.
Exactly. With Nike having the heat that it's had on it over the years as well, like
you never know.
They pitched for the hills there and it didn't work out for them.
Anyway, there are some disasters, I must admit.
But
there are some better stories, and I'm sure we'll touch on that.
Let's get into them now, shall we? Let's get back into it.
So, we are going to now jump into a bit about greenwashing.
We are.
And what it actually is, right? So, every brand obviously wants to look green, don't they? Mm-hmm. But they don't want to look green without changing way too much within their company. And that is where, unfortunately, greenwashing comes in. This is one of the biggest ethical traps in probably modern business as it is, as we know it. And greenwashing essentially is when a company pretends to be eco-friendly but doesn't back it up with their actual facts.
Exactly.
It's marketing spin dressed up, basically. So what we look at most cases when it comes to greenwashing is people offsetting.
Yeah.
So let's say I produce X amount of CO2 emissions each year, and then all of a sudden I plant X amount of trees to go offset that, essentially. That is greenwashing in a nutshell.
To be fair, it reminds me of a funny TV show back in the day. Did you ever watch Come Fly With Me?
Yes.
The TV show, and Omar Baba, the leader of the airline, he goes, and we will plant a tree. And he walks out to the roundabout outside the airport and he just sticks one tree in the ground. And he goes, thank you very much. And he walks back inside.
That is a perfect representation.
That is exactly what greenwashing is.
That is literally a perfect example. Another like brilliant example is when you slap a green leaf on its logo and like you add the word natural. Yeah.
So true.
There isn't anything natural about it. And you're just hoping no one asks a question.
Exactly.
But the thing is, the customers now are asking those questions and they're becoming the regulators as much as the actual regulators themselves. And according to the Advertising Standards Authority in 2025, brands now have to prove every eco-friendly claim that they submit or advertise. So if they cannot show evidence, the ad gets paused entirely. Good. So imagine if it is good, but imagine if you spend 2 million or whatever on an advert,
a Super Bowl ad or something like that,
and then all of a sudden it's false, it's getting pulled straight away, no questions asked.
Yeah.
But have you got anything in terms of like how to avoid going into that greenwashing kind of pitfall? Because it's really easy to do so, and it's so easy just to go, oh, we're really natural and we're really eco-friendly because we use this instead of this.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing for me will be like, it goes back to the research side of your organization. If you conduct proper product development research, and I mean that in the sense that if you don't have control over the manufacturing side of things of your industry, or the packaging, or the delivery, whatever facet you don't have control of, or you do have control of, you need to do proper research into understanding what moral, ecological impacts you're having at those different stages. Once you have those like stages worked out, make a big old list of them, and then see, not the offsetting, the alternatives you can offer. This is what I mean. Like, if you do your research properly, rather than just going to somebody who's out there as a manufacturer and saying, oh yeah, can you provide this? They give you the lowest MOQs and the cost pricing. And so you say, oh yeah, you.
Yeah.
Like, what you're missing there is potentially a client who offers good sustainability, good eco practices, good morality compared to a company that might not have ethical trade or might not have fair labor wages and all sorts of other things. So if you pull it back to the research period and then you test against all of the different sustainability factors, moral factors, social factors in each stage of your journey as a product developer, then you're in a best place.
100%.
That's what I would say is the first key reason to go about
definitely.
it.
And a way to do that when you're approaching your manufacturers is asking them, do they have the relevant certifications like the B Corps, the Carbon Trust, or
Get them
Fair
to send
Trade?
you certifications.
Yeah, get them to send you photos, videos of their workspaces, everything like that, just so you have it all backed up and documented. Also, alternatively, if you're going into a space where you're actually manufacturing it yourself, look to get those certifications as soon as possible, because it is a long process and a lot of hoops that you have to jump through to get it. But once you do get it, then you're basically flying.
And it's one of those, it's going to be annoying, but you're going to have to read terms and conditions, understanding exactly what you can do and what you can't do, because there will be little things out there, whether it's like a plastic wrap on a packaging, which you might not
100%.
even thought about, which your product could be the most eco-friendly product in the world.
Yeah.
And if you like, for example, here's one. I was at Tesco's the other day and you could buy an eco-friendly card, like a card to write happy birthday in. And it was really cool because you could tear it up, plant it in a plant pot, and it goes into a card.
That's sick.
Brilliant idea. Kind of stupid when you go to buy it and it's got a plastic £2 sticker on the back of it, isn't it?
Yeah, so
if you
true,
don't think about those parts of your business, you're missing the obvious point. So that's another thing I would say. If you not only like look at those parts of your research, but then you start to test the sustainability claims, not only from yourself, speak to outsiders, speak to your customer base and your clients, your manufacturers, everybody, and go, okay, where are you seeing the shortfalls of sustainability? Do that as early as possible, and then do it periodically as you grow and scale as a brand, because you need to be. It's one of those things like you've got to keep checking yourself all the way
100%.
throughout. You don't ever want to get to the point where you've grown so big that there's a big old sustainability pitfall and you've gone, I'm too big now to go and fix that problem. So keep checking yourself and testing
100%.
your marks.
I'd say to add on that comes with the transparency side of things. Like if you are developing and growing as a business, you can be honest. You can show yourselves that we're looking to improve. But as soon as we get the opportunity, we're going to switch suppliers or go a bit more digital, whatever it may be, to make yourself more sustainable.
Yeah, one on websites that I think is really cool is when people do have a really good journey page or about us page. And for example, with us, making one that will eventually have like a really nice visual to it, but you'll scroll through and you'll see the different stages of the journey. It's fantastic. I find that really interesting.
It builds trust, though. That's the main thing.
Exactly, it does build trust. And then from there, leveraging ongoing feedback is my last point. Sustainability is an ever-evolving journey. Things will change. Things will develop as time goes on. There'll be new claims that are brought in. So you need like a feedback loop, which you have with yourself, whether it's through your business meetings that you have, whether it's through your annual reports and things, where you go through how regularly you need to collect this feedback to go, this is our next mission when it comes to sustainability, and so on and so forth. Yeah,
don't use sustainability as like an accessory or a little enhancement to business. Make it the forefront, or almost like the full picture of your business. You've got to work around it. And also make sure you're not over-promising. I think that's another pitfall of what we've seen for our workplace stories. A lot of companies seem to go through. They're going to say we're going to be net zero or do this, do that. And they chuck these claims out there. And then when it comes to that year, whatever it may be, they don't end up fulfilling that. So make sure you're not over-promising too much as well.
Exactly. I've got a bit on the sort of moral side of things, the moral obligations of small business in the UK and things that outside of sustainability, as you said, we're touching on other things today. Moral obligations of a company is all about understanding things that may not necessarily be written down in black and white for you, but are expected of you as a brand. So I'll run through them quickly for you. First of all, the environmental responsibility we've touched on, so I'll move on. But the fair treatment of workers is huge.
Massive.
Employees, just as similar as like co-founders and things. Tom, for example, like Mullet Man, everybody else is part of the journey. Making sure that they're not only paid fair wages, but like in treatment of what you have, but ensuring safe working conditions, ensuring inclusion. There's, for people in the UK, it's pretty straightforward. There's something called the UK Equality Act of 2010. And this has guidance on everything from living wage all the way through. And so if you look at that and just give yourself a quick scan of it, maybe even use the AI tools out there to summarize it for you, and then tick these things off that you need to be making sure that you're following as a small business.
So true, but you see it nowadays, especially within our working environment. Like people working from home a lot more often. People are leaving meetings and stuff to go collect their kids, etc. You've got to be really consciously aware of what individuals want within your business. So when you do start to scale, you need to make sure you're not just going, this is how we're working, you have to be in 9 to 5, 5 days a week, blah, blah, blah. You need to understand the individual's preferences.
That's a really good point. And that moves on to the honesty and transparency of everything that you need to do. Being truthful in marketing, pricing, sustainability claims, avoid greenwashing, as we've said. The community impact. This is a really interesting one. If you're a business that operates in the local community or in the wider community, you need to understand that you need to contribute to that society in some sort of manner. It's not just about taking from the customers and getting your payments in every month and looking at your profits and losses. If you can contribute back to the local community, and it can be through either an eco-friendly perspective or by contributing things towards local councils or support or developing data that the community will need, offering jobs to the local community, all of these different things is a really important way to build morality about your brand and about where you are, because your location is huge.
Oh yeah, massive.
It really is.
It's the giving back element. Like, I think a lot of big corporate companies do that a lot now. They have giving back days where employees are compulsory.
What is that word?
Compulsory. Oh my god, I can't say it. Anyway,
are required.
Employees are obliged to go give back 2 days of volunteering, or even more than that. And it's got to be a certain amount of hours that they track. But it's the whole point of giving back to the community. And if the big companies are doing it, bloody do it in your locals as well, because that's where you as a small to medium business enterprise can really start to expand and grow.
100%. Next up, ethical sourcing is what it says on the tin. Knowing where your materials come from, avoiding suppliers that don't have the sort of bow wrapped on their business as far as what they can do ethically wise and labor intensive wise. Make sure that you're not linking yourselves to companies that exploit people or deforestation, all that sort of stuff. It's pretty obvious, but people sometimes will just ignore and they'll put the blinkers up for it because people are offering the best cost pricing. It is going to bite you on the arse.
Massively.
Things are becoming more aware year on year on year. You're not going to be able to hide these sorts of big lane truths. Data privacy. Protecting UK customer information. Everything's on the UK GDPR misuse database. Everything's online as far as understanding this. But data and privacy ethics are massive for your customer base, which you need to understand. That is a massive moral obligation. The amount of times that people have big data breaches and then the companies file for bankruptcy because they haven't tied things together is huge. And my last one is customer well-being. This is usually more of an oversight of people because they haven't thought about it as part of their process. But offering safe, high-quality products for your customers is not only a way to gain loyalty, but it's a way to make sure that what you're doing as a brand is, I guess you could just say right, for lack of a better term. If you're going to deliver a product to somebody, make sure that it's something that people will be able to use and operate safely and will be a benefit to them. You don't ever want to offer something that's just poor quality for the sake of it being the benefit to it, like the Olympics did with the athletes. So make sure it's safe, make sure it's high quality, make sure it's ethical. That is the moral obligations of a business.
Definitely. And I think just to quickly touch upon before we move on to our lovely next segment, when you talk about people cutting corners and stuff like that, the reasons why they do it is because a lot of people think sustainability means sacrificing that profit margin that they're looking at. Yeah. But it's actually the opposite in most cases. Ethical businesses often make more money long term because, as we mentioned, the customer starts to trust them. Yeah. They're investing in them. As we've also mentioned in our stats, more consumers are actually looking to pay more money to companies and businesses that are doing more ethical practices. So bear that in mind as well when you come to making a business or if you've already started one. Another thing is to look at is how you can essentially, well, I've really stuffed that up. But anyway, no, there was a stat here that I was going to delve into actually. Okay. So following on from that, there's 75% of Gen Z customers, right, say they'll pay for more sustainable products, which is insane, right?
I mean, you see everything nowadays, especially in the way that you market and advertise towards the younger generation. This comes from X, Y. Like they'll come out with plants and stuff that I don't even know about. Like, for example, with like shirts, there was one on Simon's Group the other day. Guys made like a shirt brand out of hemp fibers.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
It's creative little twists like that, which the new generation are building.
And there's a few things on like how you can balance in terms of like savings when it comes to sustainability. So if you've got efficiencies, these equal savings, such as switching to LED lights, remote working, all of that stuff. So Asda, for example, cut energy costs by 15% through eco store upgrades. Not only is that making them more sustainable and more targetable to consumers, but it's actually saving them a lot more costs in the long run and actually making them profit. And then obviously sustainability equals retention. Employees are also more loyal in that aspect. In terms of purpose, as we mentioned, it's basically like gold.
Yeah.
Like customers love it, audiences align with it, and your principles are hugely promoted everywhere by everyone. So yeah, basically key facts from that are just to make sure you are trying to kind of develop some sort of sustainable practice, no matter what kind of your business is or what industry you're in.
It's a
And
long-term
longer
plan,
term,
isn't
yeah,
it? Like
it's all about the long
another
term.
thing is people understand now that you can tax almost
Yeah.
everything. Taxes are becoming huge. I think it's probably quite realistic to understand that as we go on, businesses will start getting taxed more, or at least charged and fined more for unsustainable, unethical practices. And so if it is working out a long game for yourself, that cost that you're saving now, as you've sort of mentioned, will not necessarily be a cost you'll save in the future. So if you put the hard work in now, you're going to sort of you're going to be a real formidable force in that
That's
industry.
so true. I mean, you look at it now, you've got like the ULEZ zones are expanding, stuff like that, instantly writing off diesel cars, also some petrol cars. The more and more that we get closer to this target date that they have in mind, the more and more scrutiny is going to come with taxes for your businesses.
Exact mundo. Now, I've got a couple of eco-friendly industries, I'll say, which we're going to get into now with a bit of Spenny or Penny.
Let's do it, mate. Let's do it.
Go. And we are into Spenny or Penny. As you can see, the man under the blindfold today is Jamie.
The new blindfold.
The new blindfolds. Look at these bad boys. Right. And today we're talking about a couple of sustainable style industries. Okay. So what we're doing today is we're not only doing, have you mentioned the first one yet? The first one we're doing is candles.
Candles.
We're saving the electricity bills. We're going for the candles. Right. And I'll save what the next one is.
You don't like candles?
I'm not a massive fan of candles.
That was one of your like pet peeves.
It is. I just don't understand why people spend so much money on candles. But we've got a Spenny or Penny today on candles. So I'll let you kick off with this one. Hand out. It's a heavy little boy.
Ooh,
there you go.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you give it a sniff, don't taste this one.
Okay.
You can get the weight of it.
See, I'm
the size of
feeling for it. Just a glass, not really much of a label.
Okay. What we smelling?
Smells good. Feels heavy.
Yeah. What sort
I
of
think
smells are you getting?
is it a 3-dotter?
I mean, you can feel. Feel free to feel. It's not going to bite you.
1, 2. Oh, 2.
It's just a 2.
Interesting.
But 2's interesting than a 1, maybe.
What's it smell? That's a good shout. I don't actually know. Like,
Come on, your nose is usually good at this stuff.
I'm getting like citrusy.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's got to give me
It
something.
is. It's one specific fruit. I'll give you that.
I know what it is, but I can't.
One of the fruit salads, my friend. I'll pass it back.
What is it? Peach?
I'll give it to you in a minute.
Okay.
So that is the first one. Anyway, thoughts? What are you thinking?
Smelled good.
Yeah?
Weighed right. As I mentioned, small label. Interesting choice. 2 candles. I thought that'd be a 3-candle thing. So,
Okay.
well, I've got to see what these other one's saying, you know.
Well, do you think that's fairly Spenny? Do you think it's fairly Penny? What do you think?
Yeah, candles are fairly expensive, you know.
I mean, there is a vast difference in price between these two.
Okay. Well, let me check out the other.
I'll check out the other one. Hand out again. There you go.
Interesting. Okay, so this
Yes.
is giving a bit of a lid vibe,
Okay.
as in like there should be something you can pop on,
I see.
which makes me think instantly it might be more expensive.
Okay.
However, it weighs a lot less.
Yeah.
Let me feel that. So we got glass, got 2 labels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling 2 labels.
He's really
here.
going for this. I'm impressed. Smell?
Oh yeah. Yeah, man.
It's like Jamie sniffing glue.
Yeah, I think that's a nice what you would call it,
Wick.
wick. That's the one.
Nice. But it's just a 1.
Yeah, that smells good though.
Yeah.
Bro.
What smell are we getting there?
I don't even know.
What
It
smell?
just smells good, man. Giving like fruity.
Fruity.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or like
Hand it back.
seaside
I can't
cotton.
remember.
I don't know. What do
Hand
they
it back.
call it? There we go.
Here we go.
So I think that's a more expensive one. If that's all I'm testing, yeah.
Well, my friends, let's remove the blindfold. You were correct.
Yankee
and a little Tesco's home. So this one was mango, not quite peaches, and this one was golden peaches. Golden peach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Nice.
anyway, now that you're seeing them, thoughts and anything extra to add?
What's the weight on these?
I'm not too sure.
300 grams.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be too dissimilar, is it?
340 grams.
So
that
that's even
feels a
heavier.
hell of a
The
lot
lid
heavier.
might make a difference on this one because I didn't hand it to you with the lid, but I don't think
No, it wouldn't. No, I think the glass itself this is a thicker glass potentially.
Oh, possibly.
Well, yeah. Bang on right, basically.
You were bang on right, exactly.
Yankee candles are very expensive. They're very well known for their candles. So, and the smell is like
the smell is when
proper.
you smell the second one. I don't know which way to hand it to you because if I handed you the first one and then you smelled the second, you wouldn't have smelled anything.
Yeah.
When I was smelling them earlier, I smelt the second one. Then I was like, I could not smell anything. I had to wait a few minutes for my nose to reset.
And the lid is a big thing as well. I think having a lid's pretty cool.
100%. Now, about the brands themselves.
Go on.
So, obviously, Tesco's home brand, I don't have information on their specific home appliances. But Tesco's is a brand. I mean, just hit me with the big figures. What do you think they're making in terms of revenue? Hit big.
300 billion.
Okay, not quite. 70 billion. Well, 69.
I was going to say 30. I don't know why I said 300.
You're right by thinking it's into billions. 3 billion of profit alone last year.
Yeah, crazy.
They do extremely well. And their home appliances have popped off.
Big time.
Big time. They now challenge the other sorts of brands.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at, not only Next have done it in the past, but there's John Lewis have done it. And they usually start as the home furnitures and then they touch into having M&S, so on and so forth. Tesco's done it the other way around, and they've got a great home appliance section now. Like the whole top floor of most of those Tesco's extras are home appliances. The pillows, the cushions, so on and so forth. It is quite impressive.
It is good.
Whereas Yankee Candle, what do you think?
Revenue, yeah. I'm gonna go.
I will say one thing: they've been bought by a bigger brand called Newell Brand. So I've got the information on Newell Brand. So Yankee's a facet of Newell Brand.
Do you have Yankees figure or only Newell?
Newells,
I have no clue what Newell. Do you have an insight into what else they own or not?
They own just a lot of like homeware brands and sort of home appliance brands and things like that.
Right. Well, then I'll go with
technology stuff as well in there.
I'll go with like 800 million.
Bit bigger, so 3.5 billion pounds.
3.5 bill.
But here's where it gets interesting. Last year, a $216 million loss on their brand. Yeah, so they're performing in the red at the moment, which isn't great.
That's terrible.
But I'm not too sure as to why.
They're
called Newell Brands.
Newell Brands.
And Yankee Candle got bought up by Newell. So yeah, they oversight a bunch of different stuff. I'm not sure where the losses are coming in. Yankee always performs very well, so I think it's probably one of their stronger ones. But that is the candles, my friend.
Nice.
Anyway, blindfold back on. We're now getting into vegan sweets. Vegan, as Boris would say.
Vegan.
Vegan sweets.
Vegan.
Let me know once the blindfold's on.
All good. We're on. We're ready to rumble. Whew. Nose is firing.
On. Right. So I had to get you a little thing for an edible today as well, because we know that love a little snack mid-episode. Right.
We do.
So this is what we have today, people.
Do you remember our candle, actually?
I do remember our candle.
I've still got it.
To find it.
I've still got mine.
it?
Yeah.
I think mine's in like a memory box somewhere. Do you want to tell them the story about our candle?
Yeah, we bought 2, I think it was Tesco's.
Yeah, it was.
2 Tesco, like small little candles.
Those teacup ones.
Yeah, and we were going to like light it. We were saving it for like an occasion.
Yeah.
We haven't had like an occasion where we've felt like we need to light this yet.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, we need to light it eventually. Like when we hit something or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's got to be like maybe like the first meal or something.
Yeah,
or something
meal
crazy
would
like that would be crazy.
Sick. Okay, let's do that. Let's say meal.
I think so.
Let's do meal.
Awesome. So basically the sort of
Mine's dusty
detail of the stories. We went into Tesco's, as we told you back in the day, which was the birth of the scratch card story as well.
Yes, it was.
And we'd get our sort of Uncle Ben's Rice's, Ruster's Burger, so on and so forth, and we'd always get a scratch card. But there was one day we were walking around up and down the aisles, and I think the girls were buying things for their rooms or whatever, and we went down the home appliance and we smelt this little teacup candle. And both of us instantly...
It was passion fruit. It's unreal.
Both of us instantly went, oh, the smell on that. And we were so gassed in the Tesco's that we bought one each.
But we didn't like it, which is weird as well.
No, because we said we were going to buy it on a special occasion. And we went through the whole of our college days not lighting it.
We did A-levels, finished A-levels, didn't light it. Started a business, haven't lit it yet.
No, exactly. So one day, and we'll definitely film it.
Yeah.
But anyway, back on to the vegan sweets. So
maybe we could shave our hair off.
What?
Just like sit in a dark room, light it.
This is we're not, the infamous man from Heartbreak.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like we need a ceremony around it.
A ceremony? What, like a cult in the?
Yeah, something. I don't know.
Go around a bonfire and then we'll light the candles.
If we hit 1 million, 100%.
Okay, mate. Okay.
All right, crack on.
We've got the vegan sweets. The food industry's taken a big eco turn over the last few years, introducing vegetarian, then into vegan, and so forth. Gosh, I can't open this bloody packet. There we go. All right, you can try and guess the sweet as well. I'll give you a couple. I'll make sure to not give you any blue sweets because we know how that goes down.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Is green too close?
No, green's okay.
Right,
I'll have green.
All right, any guesses off the bat of what you might be
holding?
Fruit
pastel.
Interesting. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. On the second guess, just in case.
No, a fruit pastel.
Shit. Like them?
Chewy.
Are you a fan of a fruit pastel?
I like the greens.
The greens?
Yeah, they're my favourite.
Okay, what colour do you think you just put in your mouth?
Green.
Did
I?
Yeah, you did.
If I didn't, that'd be weird, man.
Right.
All right, I know what that is.
Drop those two back to me then. Yeah.
I'll keep them on my side. I'll have them later.
Cool. And the next one, I mean, you might be able to guess this quite easily as well. Here you go. Oh.
Is that a shade?
It might be.
I think that's a
You
shade.
think it's a shade?
Can't smell anything.
The candles are still up there. Nice.
Oh, yeah. Good, man.
Yeah. Which one do you think the Spenny one was? Because you know what they are now, I guess. I'll tell you, I've definitely had one myself.
I've not had that one.
No?
I don't think I've had that one.
I've not had this bag before.
That's insane. What is it? Is that the blue bag?
It is the blue bag.
There's 3 colours, isn't there?
Yeah.
Red and then the tropical. That's the blue one. What is the blue one? Is that original or something?
No, I didn't give you blue sweet. Don't worry. Right, well, take the blindfold off.
I think, shades are more expensive.
You were correct. Shades are more expensive.
Oh, it is the originals, yeah.
It's the originals, so yeah, I'm not too sure what the actual flavours are. Don't worry, I didn't give you a blue one. I gave you a pink one.
Well, I like that.
So, shades and fruit pastels. Massive sweets brands nowadays. Shades are fairly recent, but my God, are they storing the shelves? They're making these brand deals with big supermarkets.
He's on Traitors. Or he's just got kicked off.
Why the fuck did you spoil that for me, man?
Well, technically,
I'm not watching it right now.
We don't know.
I'm not even watching it yet.
No, but we don't know.
Oh, you don't?
But I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you don't say anything more about Traitors.
This is in the future.
Yeah, but don't say anything more about it. Don't spoil it for anyone.
I predicted it.
Okay. Right, say no more on that. Anyway, I've literally said, because I hate
watching have you watched any?
No, I want to watch it when it's all out.
So what?
To the point where I'm like, I've unfollowed or I've muted Joe Marler and Nico's Instagram pages so that I don't see anything.
Okay, all right. Well, I won't spoil it.
Thank you. Right, anyway.
That hasn't spoiled it.
Okay. What do you think they're doing? Profits? I can imagine people at home going, you just spoiled it.
No, because if they're watching it, it's every Wednesday, Thursday.
True, but if they're saving
only
it
2
like
episodes are out right now.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Right, well.
And tonight
is when it drops.
3rd episode.
Oh, yeah, because I guess it must be. Right, vegan sweets.
Comment down below if I predicted it right.
Vegan sweets. Right, tell me, I've only got the stats on.
No, I don't eat sweets because it's bad for me.
He says as he throws 3 in his mouth. What do you think on fruit pastels? How are they doing money-wise?
Chomping in their ear off. Fruit pastels, they're round trees. Round trees do like randoms and stuff like that. They do,
that's correct.
Very well. Are you just fruit pastels?
Nestle, who oversights round trees as well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nestle, bloody hell.
They've got loads.
Oh, 30 billion.
Not quite, 7.6 billion.
Wow.
Same, in fact, as Yankee Candle. Actually, no, sorry. 7.6 billion pounds. So Yankee Candle was dollars. With a £1 billion profit last year. How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's
just
nuts.
Profit.
No, that's crazy. They're growing like this then.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Year on year.
I need to invest in Nestle.
However, Shades, not only vegan, but also halal. So they've taken up that space, which is quite rare to see in the sweet space.
Yeah, because it's there's a particular thing, isn't it, from pigs that they use within sweets. I don't know what it is.
Gelatin, I think.
Maybe,
It's whatever makes up gelatin. So anyway, I don't have any stats on their revenue. However, I'll ask you a question just in general. They've been out now for, I think, coming around 5 months or something like that, or 4 or 5 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Not longer than that.
No, no longer.
True, actually. It's like June, wasn't it?
So how many bags? So how long do you think it took for them to sell 2 million? It's not 2 million. 1 million bags.
Have we done this? A
Did
month?
Took 2
No,
weeks.
no, it's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
You do know. Yeah, it took them 2 weeks to sell 1 million bags.
I love,
which basically
you know
means they
what?
made 2.5 mil in 2 weeks.
To see what they'd done in a year would be great.
100%. When we get around to the year marker, then we'll come back and bring them out.
Yeah, and Nico will definitely announce like when he sold X amount or whatever.
Sure.
Like he's transparent, which is why he's got
Very
so much trust around him.
The website's fantastic as well. Really fantastic.
haven't actually been on it.
It's brilliant. It's very colourful. It's very easy to use.
So
yeah, very good.
on our socials, we did the Shades Poisonous Challenge.
We did.
And we got a response from Shades themselves.
We did.
And we asked for a sponsorship. and we didn't get it.
Not yet, anyway.
They said, love what you're doing, boys. We're not doing sponsorships right now.
Yeah, so maybe sometime in the future, but we're featuring them because they taste unreal. They really do. If you haven't tried Shades yet, go and try Shades. They are fantastic. Well, that was Spenny or Penny. Didn't do too badly, mate.
That's good, man.
Anyway, should we get into the outro and maybe do a bit of a celebration?
Yeah.
Let's do
Why
it.
not? Why not?
And we are back from Spenny or Penny. Did pretty well there.
I did.
2 for 2.
Smashed it.
Not bad. We'll have more Spenny or Pennies in the future. If you want to see us try anything specific for a Spenny or Penny episode, let us know in the comments below.
Or if you happen to have a business with a product and you want us to try it, let us know and we'll
put
hit
one of
you
your
up.
competitors against it.
Yeah.
Nice,
Big time.
good
That'd be
shout,
unreal. Good way to promo your product as well.
100%. Right. Well, it's the moment they've all been waiting for.
It is 250 subs surpassed, and our first actual ad with BetterHelp.
Paid promotion with BetterHelp. Yeah, guys, we'll pop the link up on the screen again now. If you want to go check it out, it's in the bio and in the description below. An amazing organisation to be partnering with.
100%. Go check it out. It supports us and also helps you guys as well.
Massively. Without further ado.
Yeah, you ready, mate?
Cheers.
I'm excited. I hope it pops.
So 3, 2, 1.
Hey! And that was kind of cool, man.
That was really cool. Look at me, I have polka dots.
There's so much left of
That
it.
is awesome. That is actually really cool. And so now I've got to wait 4 years for this to degrade in the middle of my living room.
Yeah, you're sorted, mate.
You'll be seeing this on future episodes. Oh, it's got in the shot glasses as well. And my water.
Unreal.
Oh, fantastic.
That was so worth £8.
Do you know what? That was worth £8. I remember that. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode about sustainability, morality, and everything ethical. We will see you either on the Patreon for a little bit more because we're over there for the sum of
£4 a month.
£4 a month, 30p a day. You'll see us continue with all this mess and chaos, but we've got some more to tell you about this subject. And in the meantime, we'll see you on Sunday, maybe for a little Sunday special.
Yeah. We also have a little Gecko's Basement special edition on Patreon.
We're doing another Gecko's Basement. Somebody is joining the team, but if you want to figure that out, you know where to go.
Exactly. If you want to join the Patreon and get some exclusive stuff, we are running a competition. And someone will win £50.
And some free subscription months to the Patreon. If you want to be within a chance of winning one of our Geckos competitions, get on our Instagram DMs or email us at suitsandslidersoutlook.com and we can hear about your business ideas. A little pitch will be all that needed.
And there's cash up for grabs.
And there'll be cash up for grabs and more. Thank you so much. We love you. There's more coming out of this thing. We love you and we will see you soon. All that's left to say there is Toodle Pip.
Cheerio!
That was wicked.
I like that, man.
fucking ages to clean up.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Thanks.
We'll leave it though for the Patreon.
Oh yeah, for sure.